When the sun sets and the full moon glows, the haunts of Pentharis roam.
Stay away from the light.
Help me.
Hey, you remember when you were chasing Neek and grabbed that orb teleporting you to the desert world? How could I forget, Jagar? The worst part was the water, all filled with algae and bugs. I nearly died trying to find an oasis I could drink from. Hey, I thought the worst part was when you actually did find clean water. Velociraptors came out and stole your backpack. I didn't like that place very much, Jagar. Not one bit. Oh, hey, you're back. Welcome, traveler. Have you come to share another pint and hear another story? Because if you are, you came just in time, as we are about to talk about tonight's tale, The Endless Dungeon. This one takes place in Ralter, inside the capital of the country. It is a large city of millions, every inch of its surface crisscrossed with roads and buildings. It didn't take long before a maze of sewers and underground structures began to grow under their feet, as there was soon no more room on the surface. Wizards created underground roads to help navigate the city's dense streets. Taverns built downward to increase capacity, many paying large sums of money to create illusionary windows of expansive wilderness. Go deeper, and you can find the tunnels built by gangs and criminals to smuggle goods under the nose of the city guard and the vigilante Shadow Legion. Go deeper still, and soon you come across a series of older tunnels that extend hundreds of miles deep below the city. The walls are bricked, with many of the tunnels having old tracks for minecarts that once likely hold millions of tons of stone to the surface. These tunnels are mysterious on their own, as the builders of these mines are unknown, the people that created them leaving no record of their existence. But go deeper still, and the real mystery is soon revealed. It starts with huge iron doors at the end of these tunnels, and seems to bar the way to what has been dubbed the Endless Dungeon. Upon entering the dungeon, one is greeted with old gray stone walls and archways leading to other halls and rooms. As one explores the dungeons, they quickly find it expanding into a network of chambers, numbering in the hundreds, thousands, and very soon beyond counting. Cartographers have tried to map the dungeon in the past, but quickly found dimensions and directions don't make a lot of sense down here, as halls that seem to turn right will often lead to chambers left of their map. Yet other times, two sections that seem dozens of miles apart will connect by just a single door, and others will just seem to overlap, occupying the same place on the map. This led many to conclude the dungeon must exist in another dimension, or as some wizards call it, a pocket reality. Many have come to study the dungeons and wander its endless halls, looking for a creator, but no markings have ever been found, and the architecture has been deemed so commonplace that it cannot be pinned to any particular civilization. The first few miles are well traveled and explored, and even deemed to be safe, with several mercenary battalions from John guarding the entrance. Explorer League adventurers studying the region often build camps further in, but beyond that is the unexplored wastelands. These dungeon wastelands extend unknown miles, the structures seeming to decay the further you go, the stone turning black, pools of brackish water filling the chambers. With some entire areas even seeming to be on the verge of collapse. Old traps and magic runes still exist, so one must be careful when exploring new areas. But the biggest danger are the various golems that still wander the halls, attacking any traveler they come across. Covered in spiked iron plates and wielding chain, they will chase explorers for miles before giving up the pursuit. So if you hear the distant thud of footsteps, run before they hear you. Despite the risks, if one looks hard enough, however, one may find magic items and gold hidden throughout the dungeon. But even these offer little clues on who built this place, as the gold coins are void of faces and the magic items featureless. Some estimate the number of rooms to be in the millions or billions, though others argue it's endless. However, there is one piece of evidence to suggest the dungeon may be finite, and not even a dungeon at all. Some of the deepest explorations of this structure have revealed large vault-like doors, the edges sealed with mortar, and large bolts the size of tree trunks barring the way. However, these doors seem to be built to prevent something from entering the dungeon, rather than leaving, as the locks face inward towards the dungeon. The magic items are believed to be part of an armory, and the golems not sentinels of death, but guards, should whatever come from those doors break in. Static can be heard near the doorways, along with a sense of doom. Explorers reported feeling terrified, yet compelled to open the doors, with some having to be restrained. Reports of nightmares and hallucinations increase the deeper one goes, and no explorer has ever been able to spend the night near one of these doors, often waking up in terror and fleeing, not regaining their senses till miles away. Did an ancient civilization know of something deep in the depths of Pentharis, and built the tunnels to construct a near-endless fortress should the doors be breached? No one knows, as magic often fails at these depths, and scions report their minds nearly breaking under the strain of the static hiss, driving them to madness. While some question the sense in exploring such a dungeon, recently some explorers have reported cracks on the doors as to whatever is on the other side may be trying to get through. Rumbles shake the entire dungeon as if something is moving from beneath, and nightmares have been reported as far up as the tunnels. The word is, something is coming, and soon. No way! You're not gonna scare me with that nonsense. Yeah, like an entire city's gonna be afraid of a few doors. If no one is concerned, why has the city merchant sent thousands of tons of brick into the tunnels? And every day, more and more mercenaries from John have been arriving. Sounds like someone is afraid of those doors. Yeah, I heard a lot of crazy stories of late coming from there. Coming from everywhere, really. The world isn't right anymore. It's not. But it's good we can still take a break and share some tales. But that is enough for tonight. No sense in scaring our guest. You ain't scared, are ya? Take care, traveler. And until next time, be safe and journey well.